Celebrate your wins. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Jessica Harris. I am your transformation coach as well as the visionary founder of Ignite Your Glow. Super excited to come to you guys this Monday morning with a little bit of motivation. And today's topic is going to be celebrate your wins. I know it sounds so cliche to hear, but I promise you, not everybody does it. And in celebrating your wins, I need you to understand that I'm not just talking about the big, ginormous wins that you guys all go after. I'm also talking about the small wins, the little accomplishments, because those little things continue to motivate us to keep going, right? I think of the concept when I was writing my first book. It was amazing to have the final project, and I was like, it's done. But what I had to do to keep me encouraged, to keep me motivated, was celebrating the milestones that I made on the way to getting the book accomplished. Now, that's just an example, but this can be done with any field. For me in particular, I had to understand that just getting an outline written out was enough for me to go ahead and celebrate, right? Because that's a big deal, especially if you're somebody who's a writer, whether it's blogging, making journals, anything of that capacity, right, that deals with writing, whether it's writing scripts for plays or movies, right? Anything like that, there's a process to it. There's a journey in there. So you want to start celebrating your milestones. Celebrate the small wins that you make on that journey. Because I promise you, it's so easy to get caught up and discouraged along the way because it's not coming into fruition the way that you want it, or maybe it's not forming, right? In the way that you want it to be formed. But when you start to celebrate the small wins and you're like, you know what? I know it's not exactly where I need it to be just yet, but I'm excited for how far I've been able to bring it, right? Because remember, a lot of these things that we're creating were simply thoughts initially, right? They were dreams that we had. They were thoughts. They were pictures in our imagination that we then had to take out of our heads and put onto paper. And then when we got them onto paper, we had to take the time to start to dissect them and start to analyze it and start to see, okay, this is the picture that I can see in my brain, but how do I make this my reality? So I want you to get into the habit that as you're starting to form these new ideas and these new creations, and some of y'all are probably even pioneering new things, right? Things that we don't even see yet in this world taking place, whether that's in your business, whether that's in your ministry, whatever the case is, I need you to start celebrating the small wins. Because sometimes we get so caught up in looking at, the ending result that, truth be told, by the time you get there, you're just exhausted and you're just like, whew, I'm done, right? Because it's off your plate, it's off your deck, it's out your queue, and you ain't got to think about it. But that's not how we should be about these projects, right? We should be excited that we got to this project. We should be excited that we're involved in it. We should be excited that we're able to wake up each day and work on something that we truly love. But getting excited means that we got to celebrate. And celebrating isn't always going to happen when we get to the big stuff if we don't start celebrating and recognizing our accomplishments at the little things. So I go back to writing, right? For me, I look at the process of I celebrated the fact that I had the idea for the book. I celebrated the fact that I was able to get an outline for the book, right? I celebrated the fact that I was able to get a chapter done. Then I was celebrating that I was able to get like 1,000 words done or 10,000 words done, right? And then I was able to celebrate that I got a rough draft done. Then I was able to celebrate, when I went ahead and did the edits for it and then back and forth and then from there. And then I was able to celebrate when I got the final product in my hands. But because I allowed myself to celebrate prior to that final product coming, I was able to appreciate the fact like, yo, I put a lot of work into this project. But it was by me celebrating. It was by me acknowledging. It was by me understanding that the project didn't just form, right, out of nowhere, no, but that there was a process behind it, that there was some tears that came with it, that there was some discouraging days that went with it, that there were some times that I was like, you know what, God, I don't want to do this right now, right? And I would put the book down for like a week, and I'm like, I can't, like, I just can't, right? And those moments are gonna happen. And I share this with y'all because I need you to understand that when you're creating something, when you celebrate the small things, the accomplishments that you made, when you have those moments like I did, where you're like, yo, I can't do this right now. You can go back and look at that project and be like, you know what? I do need a break, but I've come so far that I can't give up now, right? So it's okay to take a break, but it's making sure that it stays a break and that you're not giving up on it because you know that you've come so far. So continue to stay encouraged, continue to celebrate your wins, and continue to know that the more you dive deeper into that project, especially if it's a God given project, y'all, it will bless you because of what you're able to learn, not just about the project, but about yourself, about your own endurance, about your own levels of patience, and how those will be able to increase inside of you. Continue to focus on the task at hand, but celebrate the wins in the process. Don't just blow over them as though they're nothing, because I promise you, them discouraging days, you're going to need something to hold on to keep you motivated. So don't miss out on an opportunity to just celebrate the fact that you are still going, that you are still focused, that you are still in the game. I hope you all have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share. Again, this is Jessica Harris of Ignite Your Glow. Have an amazing day, everybody.